original MP3 clean and radio playable songs, all right? So don't wait. You want to get it into us right now because the deadline to submit your music is coming up October 20th. So register today, submit your music, and who knows, you might be on that stage walking away with the Music Industry Showcase Artist for the month of October. And we're the only station that can do it live and local, looking after all that talent here in the city. We do it each and every day. We're Hot 107.5. Coming up after the break, it is Thursday. It is our high school game of the week. This week, the matchup is between Central, 5-1, against the Pershing Doughboys at 4-2. The winner of this game tomorrow will be headed to Ford Field in the division championship. So that's coming up after the break. Stick and stay. Thanks for riding with us. The Afternoon Express rolls on. This is Hot 107.5.
Attorney Advertising, Michigan. Attorney Siegel Law Firm. Paid actor dramatization. Top dog does not mean we are the best. No guarantees of success.
You crashed your car last month. You needed to go somewhere, so you borrowed your girl's car. Now you done crashed her car. You in the hospital, and you scared.
Afternoon Express, the Party King, your favorite uncle, Tony Rankin. And every Thursday on the Afternoon Express, it's our high school game of the week as we shine a spotlight on the Detroit Public Schools Community District, the PSL League. And this week, our matchup's going to be between Central High School, the defending champs, and the Pershing Doughboys. Now, Van, we're going to get with you, and we're always glad for you bringing the teams in, but we're going to talk to the coach who happens to be Coach Macon, the coach for Central High School. Also, he is the September Coach of the Month. Welcome to the Afternoon Express, Coach. And again, congratulations on the Coach of the Month.
Truly appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay, Coach, I know your record right now, you guys are sitting at 5-1, 5 wins in a row, but that first game, that first loss, that was a big loss for the team, especially being the first game of the season. Coach, what was that locker room like with that devastating loss, and what was the message to get these guys on the same page and focus to turn it around and get 5 wins in a row?
But the reality of it is that we went to, once the game was over with, we knew that we had to go check ourselves, self-inflection. We knew that, things that we didn't do to prepare for that game, set us back, but yet and still know where we at and know what we need to do moving forward. So, a lot of guys, they took that challenge upon themselves as far as commitment and trying to develop their skill sets and, being more mature about, the tradition that we have over at Detroit Central.
And you got to feel good because, getting everybody refocused and getting them on the same page, you get the 5 wins. So how you feel about the team as a couple more games left in the season, but just retrospect, how you feel about that growth?
The growth was continuous. It never stops. And the thing about it, we don't look at the 5 wins. We look at one game at a time and being respectful and mindful for who we at, where we at, and what we got to do as far as a team to win that game in particular.
And when you got a couple of players, we're going to go from your right, boom, and boom. You're going to introduce yourself, what grade you're in, and what position you play.
My name is Michael Reed. Call me Mike Reed. I'm in 12th grade, and I play running back.
My name is Jaden McDonald. I'm in 12th grade. Play receiver, quarterback, running back, safety, and corner.
Coach, that's your utility guy. If you need him, you just stick him in, right?
Yeah, that's my true athlete right there. He also a 2-sport athlete, plays basketball, and Mike also.
Well, that's just great to have the guys in. And how you guys feel, man, after, 5 wins in a row, that first loss and being on the same page, how you guys feel? How you feel, Michael, about the direction of how the team's doing as you head into the final 2 games of the season?
That first loss was really a wake-up call to me and my whole guys. Like, the whole locker room, the whole bus ride home, really quiet the entire time. We all got together with the Coach Macon, had a big conversation about it, and we could only get better from there. And throughout the rest of the season, I feel like we got better. We've been doing better. Our guys have been getting nothing but better. We've been winning.
Jaden, the man who does it all from corner to safety to running back, wide receiver, and also quarterback. Jaden, what have you done and worked on? I know you guys work on films. You go through practice every day getting ready for each game of the week. But, football is almost 24/7 when you're playing it. And, Jaden, what have you done since that first loss to kind of grow your talents to help the team move forward?
Really, with me, it was just all leading and playing with effort, to be totally honest with you, because we lost by 55-0.
Get out of here.
We had to look within ourselves, and I had to really look within myself and ask myself, what could I do to really help? And it was most definitely leading by example.
Okay. And what do you think? How you guys feel? Back to Michael. What has your personal growth been like since that first loss, and then with the 5 wins and with 2 more to go in the regular season? What have you done to step up your game to get ready for Pershing tonight?
All season, because of last year, number 8, I got injured.
Okay.
I ended up tearing my MCL.
Oh my!
And I was out for the rest of the season after Pershing game.
So you had to come back. I mean, just to come back with the rehab, man, just to touch the field again.
Just to touch the field again. So ever since the summer, this summer, I've been working on juking, running up the hill, getting my legs stronger for exactly this game, because I'm holding a grudge, a real big grudge on this team, and I'm definitely going to show it tomorrow.
So, Michael, not being in the game last year because of a devastating injury, it's personal to you coming up tomorrow night. Coach, what time is the game, and where is the game going to be tomorrow?
Yes, the game will be held at 5 p.m. Over at the Matthew Stafford Field off of 7 Mile and Van Dyke.
Jaden, real quick, what do you guys got to do to get the W against the Doughboys tomorrow night?
We're going to do what we usually do, play hard, talk on defense, bulldoze on offense, especially with this guy. He got a grudge, like he said, so we're going to basically load behind Mike because we know what happened to him last year.
Coach making the last statement, to piggyback that, what do you think? Do you have any concerns about the opponent you're facing in Pershing tomorrow night?
Well, the thing is, I don't look at the opponent. I just look at what we got to do preparing-wise. And the thing is that as long as we come in and do our job first, knowing what we got to do, alignment, assignment, we would, seek and destroy and develop for what we got to do.
Seek and destroy and get the W. Van, you always bring in the teams, and this has just been a great involvement for the radio station to be in touch and be a part of our not only football but just our high schools and our community here in Detroit. So I want to thank you for coming in. We're at week 7, Van, so there's a couple of games left before the end of the season. What's the steps going forward with the playoffs and in the 2 divisions, and when will the championship game be played?
So we are on our path to Ford Field for our blue and gold division, and we will be at Ford Field October 17th. We have 4 teams that we are bringing in, and so we will be releasing that next week on all our social media platforms. So make sure everyone is following us. Instagram at DPSCD Athletics, and then on X at DPSCDA. When we release all those spectator policies and who the teams are and how to purchase tickets. So we are truly excited about PSL football and just everything that they are doing for the Detroit community.
All right, Central, you guys ready for and not only tomorrow night, but you got your eyes on the prize, don't you? I can see with Jaden. He's got that smell like we're going to be dancing there, right?
Well, the eyes on the prize is that we're coming back as defending champs.
All right.
So we're looking forward to come back and repeat.
Well, everybody calls after the champs, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you know what? Like I said, pat your chest and say, bring it. So I want to thank Michael and Jaden and also Coach Macon. Congratulations on a great season. And also congratulations to you, Coach, for being the September Coach of the Month. You've really inspired your team moving them forward. And again, it should be excitement tomorrow night. Remember, leave it all on the field and keep your eyes and everybody focused. But thanks for coming in and being part of the Afternoon Express for the Thursday High School Game of the Week. Okay, guys?
Thanks a lot, man. We appreciate you guys.
It's our Thursday High School Game of the Week. It is the Detroit PSL League. And again, it's just week 7. And we're already 2 games before the end of the season, finding out who's going to be on the road to play for that championship of the division coming up at Ford Field. Now, we just talked to Central, sitting at 5-1, of course, defending champs. And they got the September Coach of the Month. And Coach Macon, those guys are going to be focused. And their opponent's going to be Pershing. Unfortunately, Pershing was unable to make it to our studios, but we do want to shout out the Doughboys and Coach Ralph Sewell. They had a big win last week. The Doughboys right now sitting at 4-2. This game against Central, a big game for them, a must win. Matter of fact, the winner of the game, whether it's Central or if it's Pershing, 5 o'clock tomorrow at Matthew Stafford Stadium will determine who is going to go to Ford Field. So we want to wish Coach Ralph Sewell and the Pershing Doughboys a great game against Central. Again, game time tomorrow. It's going to be at 5 p.m. at Matthew Stafford Stadium. Good luck to both of the teams. It is the High School Game of the Week as we shine a spotlight on the Detroit Public Schools District, the PSL League. We do it every Thursday. Staying live and local for our community is what we do. We're WGPR Hot 107.5.
Heating up the